Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about Julian Alvarez again. I know I did a video on him, but that was Atletico Madrid. Now it's Chelsea making a move for Julian Alvarez, and this seems a bit more likely, and I'll tell you why this is getting troublesome with Alvarez. If we go over to Transfermarkt, I know, Transfermarkt, they are wrong a lot of times. Like, Kevin De Bruyne 37% to whatever this club is. San Diego, I don't think it's happening. And they have San Diego here at only 21%. So they do get quite a bit wrong on Transfermarkt. The thing is, when Transfermarkt say 75%, Chelsea come in potentially going as high as 140 million, which I don't think is enough for Julian Alvarez. And I'll explain why in a bit. How likely is it that we keep him? Now, I'm not going to bother getting out the tactical pad. I can explain all the tactics. I've already done that. And quite frankly, Manchester City fans know what Alvarez provides. He's not good as a midfielder, we know that. We have tried, it didn't work. But what he is good at, what he is world class at, is being a striker. Because he's a striker. And he is quite frankly one of the best strikers in the world. He is not far behind Haaland. He is not far behind Harry Kane. He just doesn't start ahead of Haaland because Haaland is our main striker. And that leads a lot of people to disrespect Alvarez in a way that he doesn't deserve. Quite frankly, Manchester City is lucky to have Alvarez on the bench for them, just as we are lucky to have Ortega on our bench. But we shouldn't be counting on luck. Look at the team that Real Madrid is building right now. They could potentially be signing Florian Wirtz. They have Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, Tchouaméni. These are all players who are the best, who are some of the best in the world. They even have Lunin, who has been great this season. So when you have to compare Manchester City to Real Madrid, it's not just about our starting 11, okay? It's about who we have on the bench. Sorry for the small edit, I was quickly interrupted. So, what was I talking about? Right, Alvarez, we have to build a squad. When we compete with Real Madrid, it's not just about our starting 11, yeah? Because, I tell you what, between our starting 11s, Real Madrid and Manchester City, last season, so not including Mbappe and stuff, and our new signings. Just last season, we lost, of course, on penalties. I would have put 7, maybe 8 Manchester City players in a combined 11. But you know what? Not a single bench player at Manchester City would I take over the Real Madrid bench players. That is why they want the Champions League. And that is why they want the league title and a baby treble, because Supercopa. We can't compete with their bench. Their bench is so much better than ours. And we have to stop playing this small club game of, oh, we have a small bench. That is what small clubs do. And I don't care if Pep likes having a small squad. It's what small clubs do, having a small squad. Small squad is for a small club. We are not a small club anymore. We have to get a proper squad, where Haaland can be put on the bench. There are only a few players who can do that. And one is at Real Madrid right now. The other is 34 or something. And who else? Who else can really bench Haaland? I don't think there is anyone. I genuinely don't think there is any striker who is good enough to bench Haaland, except for Mbappe and Kane. Except for Julian Alvarez. So he's not a player that I want because he's going to start ahead of Haaland. He's a player that I want because he is good enough to bench Haaland when Haaland is playing poorly. If Haaland doesn't do his best, take him off the pitch, put Alvarez on. He can do that. If we get Ivan Toney, I'm sorry, he's a scrub. People are talking about Ollie Watkins. He's had one good season his entire career. He's not that guy. Ivan Toney, he's a scrub. He's a one-season merchant. Stop hyping up bad players over a single season. Alvarez has done it 2 seasons in a row in a World Cup, has done it in Copa America for Argentina. He's done it in multiple seasons. Alvarez is proven. He's not a single season player. He is proven. So when we look at squads, and this is so important, I don't get why Manchester City fans don't want us to have a massive squad. Real Madrid will play us off the park the next time we play them. Why? Because who do they have coming off the bench? Their bench is almost as good as our starting 11. That's the truth. Last season, we had a chance to win the Champions League. If we don't get serious in this transfer window, we are done. Real Madrid will win it again. We are just not acting like a big club in this transfer window. There are no links. I have talked about how desperate I am for the transfer news pretty much all June long. And I know it's only the 7th of June, but come on. Give us some transfer news. Where is all the transfer news? Real Madrid. The only transfer news that is actually exciting is Bruno Guimaraes, which is only one player, and players leaving us. Real Madrid. Mbappe signed already. They're going for Davies. Compare that to us. Who are we going for? Maybe Bruno Guimaraes, but we're not certain yet. We are not competing. We are not serious right now. This is not how a serious club is supposed to act. And with the ownership we have and the money we have, we should be looking to splash 250 million this window. That is the truth. Where do we splash that money on? 100 million on Bruno Guimaraes? Fair. Then, do we sell Alvarez? If we sell Alvarez, I want to spend an extra 100 million, because we'll sell him for 100 million. So if we sell Alvarez, our budget has to increase by 100 million. Who do we bring in then as a replacement striker for Haaland? Sorry for another edit, I keep getting interrupted. They know that I'm recording. They just don't care. I'm very sorry. As I was saying, who do we get as a replacement? It's not going to be Ivan Toney. It might be Igor Thiago, but we have to wait another season to get him. Will it be, I don't know, Watkins? No, he's not good. He has had a few decent seasons, but he's not good enough to be a Manchester City striker. So, who is it going to be? I'm sure the club will find someone. Maybe Dovbyk. Dovbyk, he's a good striker. Maybe we can get him from Girona. But what about the rest of that 250 million? Are we going to... What are we going to buy? Bruno Guimaraes, 100 million. Let's play this game, yeah? Dovbyk, he is gonna be 60 million, which is cheap, but we're getting him from Girona. So 60 million is 160 million. We need a right winger. We need a right back. And preferably, I would have an extra midfielder. So... maybe right wingers, let's say Eze isn't likely, he's already got all the destinations. So who are we getting as right winger? That's difficult. There's no links. If there were links, it would be easier. Are we going to get Leroy Sané back? I very much so doubt it. Are we going to start giving Oscar Bob more game time? I like him, I think he's a decent player. I would still like a backup. Maybe not a big player, but just a backup. And we're not keeping Mateus Nunes in the squad because he's been a disaster. So who is the right winger that we are getting? Who is the midfielder we are getting? Who is the right back that we are getting? We need to get Musiala or someone of his level, and there are only a few players of his level. One of them is Wirtz, and he's looking at going to Real Madrid. Quite frankly, Manchester City is not serious in this transfer window. While Real Madrid are building a Galacticos team, what are we doing? We are allowing things like Alvarez to be rumored. We should just say no. That's all. Manchester City should just come out and say no, you are not getting Alvarez. It's as simple as that. Alvarez is a really good striker, and he's a backup. unless the club is looking at Dovbyk, yeah? And I like Dovbyk, but he's already getting old. Okay, then you get let Alvarez go. How long is Dovbyk gonna be at top level? Because he's getting old. So you have to think about these things. It's not just Alvarez, yeah? It's about the entire squad. And this is a weird transfer window. And it's just not looking like Manchester City. It's serious. Quite frankly, Bruno Guimaraes alone is not good enough. We won't be able to compete against Real Madrid. If we pick player for player, left wingers, Vinicius Jr., striker, Kylian Mbappé, right winger, Rodrigo, attacking midfielder, I suppose Foden, but Kevin De Bruyne won't be on that top level anymore next season, I promise you. 10. Central midfielders. Bellingham, Camavinga, Rodri probably. Yeah, so Camavinga and Rodri. That's 2 City players so far. Then we look at a back forward. If they get Alphonso Davies, that's Alphonso Davies already in. Rudiger, Militao, and Carvajal. Then goalkeeper. Well, it's clearly fucking Courtois. Sorry, if this goes on, yeah, into next season, if we don't make some proper signings in this transfer window, the next season is looking grim. And if we sell Julian Alvarez, yeah, we should be looking at spending 60 million on Dovbyk and spending another 40 million on someone else. Maybe a utility player. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you think Alvarez is good, if you want him to leave, if you think 100 million is enough for him. I don't think that 100 million is enough for Alvarez. And that's not because of how good he is, but for the role he fulfills in the squad. And I get it. We can sell Alvarez and buy Dovbyk or buy another striker. But Dovbyk is old already, which is why I'm so reluctant on it. But tell me what you guys think. Will De Bruyne be on the level that he was this season again next season? I don't think so. I think he has 30 minutes a game in him and no more. Quite frankly, I don't think he has more than 30 minutes in a game in him. He's just too old. His legs are gone. He's had injuries. He's not Modric. Yeah, his legs are gone. So, with that, thank you for watching the video to the end. As I said, like and well, I didn't say that yet, but like and subscribe anyways, and leave a comment down below on what you think is gonna happen and if you rate Alvarez as highly as I do. And with that, thank you for watching to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.